Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining me today on the Divine Messages podcast. My name is Karina, and I am a psychic medium out of Calgary, Alberta. Today's episode is all about energetic cords. So some of you may have heard about them, and others may have not. And I wanted to do an entire episode about them so that everyone can understand how important it is to regularly sever and clear them, but also to learn just exactly what they are and how they affect you. So let's dive into this very important topic, and hopefully everyone will know just what to do with their own by the end of this episode. So what the heck are energy cords anyways? Well, whenever you have any sort of attachment to people, places, or things, an energetic cord can form between you and them. And these cords are invisible strands of energy and cannot be seen by the naked eye, but they exist and they truly affect your life. So sometimes in positive ways, but a lot of times in negative ways. The positive ones are the bonds that we create to a loved one, such as a partner, to a family member, or even your close friends, and anyone we feel really a deep positive connection to. When you have loving positive thoughts for that person, you send loving positive energy to them, and it becomes a beautiful exchange between you and them. It feels good, and it is fulfilling and full of love, and you may even feel recharged and energetically strong whenever you have those positive thoughts about them. Now, on the other hand, the negative cords of attachment do not leave you feeling positive and loving. Instead, they leave you feeling depleted and drained. A person can siphon your good energy through that energetic cord and leave you with next to no energy at all. Now, they are not necessarily doing this on a conscious level, but if they are in a low vibration and you are vibrating quite high, they can attach to you and fill themselves up, sort of like a charging cord for a phone. They plug in, and the next thing they know, they feel fantastic, and you are left feeling so drained and you can't understand why. So you can have these cords connecting you to others and not even know it. And if they are negative cords, they can really affect your energy on such a deep level. If there is someone that you are angry at, resent, or need to forgive, those cords will literally suck the good energy right out of you. If there's someone that you're longing for that doesn't want you back, such as a former lover, ex-partner, or even a friend, you can pretty much guarantee that an energetic cord has been placed between you and them, and it weighs you down big time, and all you may feel is heaviness and drained and not even know why, but now you do. As a Reiki master, when I work on someone, I can visually see these cords on people. I usually only see them when I'm in a session and when I am connected to their energy. For me, I see them as cords that look like cables coming out of their backs. You know, like one of those electrical cables that are twisted and wrapped around each other? They are almost like tubes that have energy flowing between them. And when I see those, I work to sever them so that they are free from the energy that binds them. Not only can you create these cords to the people that you feel connected to, you can have them attached to you by strangers that are depleted of energy and needing some light. So I posted an important message on my social media a couple of months ago about energy vampires. Now I know that sounds creepy and it's not meant to be. It is just a term that is used because they can literally suck the good energy right out of you. So I'm going to read you that post right now so you can understand how these energetic cords of attachment happen. It says, energy vampires in crowds can latch on to you. There is a lot of mixed energy in crowds. You have to be careful to put up protection before going out in crowds. Sometimes the energy of crowds can latch on to you. If it does, it's draining. You feel very tired. There are many people that are hungry for energy because their vibrations are not high enough for them to produce a good quality of energy. So when they find and sense someone with a high vibration, they will latch on to that energy and use that energy. It's kind of like their suction cups. I have heard them referred to as psychic vampires. That's a negative word, but it's the same idea. They don't do it consciously, but they do take the energy. You must protect yourself with white light. So now if you're wondering if anyone has attached a negative cord to you, or perhaps you are the one that has attached a cord to someone else, let's go through the ways that you can figure this out and do something about it. So I guess the first thing is, let's be honest here. Is there someone in your life that keeps intruding your mind? Are you either angry and resentful towards them, or are you hanging on to a past love relationship that you just don't know how to let go of? Well, chances are you have a negative cord of attachment. So do you also have some random physical pains with zero explanation as to why? Do you feel drained, depressed, emotional, or anxious? Sometimes our bodies can speak to us through physical sensations in order for us to pay attention to the root cause. And sometimes that root cause can be from a negative energetic cord. And again, those energetic cords can be placed onto you by the people that get upset with you. So for example, the cranky lady at the grocery store that yelled at you, she can send you an energetic cord without even being conscious of her doing so. All she knows is that she's angry at you and she sends you a negative vibrational energy, and then you go home feeling absolutely drained and not good at all. And just as I said about energy vampires that feel you are happy and vibrating at a high level, you know those people that feel radiant, magnetic, and happy? Well, so many people try to feed off that beautiful energy because they cannot produce it themselves. Having energetic cords isn't always a bad thing, though. There are ones that are loving and helpful, and those ones can be severed if you would like, so that you could create a space for more beautiful new energy to form. It is the ones that are draining and negative that are the issue, and they need to be cut so that you can remain healthy, happy, and balanced. So let's quickly go through a list of the signs of negative, unhealthy cords of attachment. Number 1, you have obsessive, intrusive thoughts about another person. The thoughts keep randomly occurring out of what seems to be nowhere. Number 2, you feel absolutely drained and depleted of energy, and there really is no explanation as to why. Number 3, you have unexplained sadness or depression, and you just can't seem to shake that icky feeling. Number 4, you feel stuck, indecisive, or lost, and you can't seem to make a decision for the life of you. Number 5, you often get sick and your immune system may be low. You seem to pick up every virus or infection out there, and you may just feel generally unwell. Number 6, you start seeking comfort in unhealthy habits and addictive behaviors such as overeating, craving low vibrational foods like processed sugars, etc. You may even want to numb with alcohol, drugs, or smoking. All of these can be signs that it is time to sever any cords of attachment that aren't serving you. So now let's go into the process of how to cut these energetic cords. The first thing that I like to do myself is to find a nice quiet spot. I like to light a little white candle to open up a nice loving vortex, and then I lay on my stomach as I physically see these cords on the back, but sometimes people can see them coming out of each chakra. However you feel comfortable to relax is just fine though. I like to call in Archangel Michael, the head of the angelic realm, to come and help me. He carries with him a huge, fiery golden sword that he will use to sever these cords with you. I then ask him to sever all and any cords of attachment to any person, place, or thing that is draining my energy. I imagine his sword of light going down my back and cutting all of those thick, energetic cords off of me. I wait till I feel a sense of peace and calm, and then I thank him for his help. And now you may not feel anything at all happening, and that is not because it isn't working. It's because the ego is in the way, and that is perfectly okay. Just try to trust that it has worked, and you can repeat this process anytime that you wish. There is one very important thing to remember, though, as you are about to perform a cord cutting ritual, and that is to be very aware of your emotions. So if you have any sort of aggression, anger, or resentment while you're about to do this, it will not work. If you are having these thoughts, it means that your soul isn't ready or willing to let them go, and that cord will remain attached, and it can also grow stronger. This ritual is done to free yourself and the other person, and in order for you to do that, it must be coming from a place of love. And yes, I know it isn't always easy, but if you try to view it as setting yourself free so that you can live your best life, that will help to do it in a peaceful way. You can also do the cord cutting to any place or item that holds painful memories. It really does work well. If you do this cutting ritual to a person, item, or place, you do allow yourself to make room for the new good energy to enter. The best way to help prevent an overwhelming amount of energetic cords of attachment is to shield your energy when going out anywhere. I've talked about this many times in different episodes. A lot of people aren't vibrating high and will unconsciously drain someone that is at a higher vibrational level, so it's important to always protect your aura and soul. And the way to do so is to ask your guides to surround you with a protective bubble of white light, so you imagine that it is completely seamless and nothing can get in. Next, ask for a pink bubble around you, as that is for love. And lastly, a dark purple bubble for psychic protection. Shielding your energy is extremely important. I never go anywhere without protecting my energy. Now, you can also do this for any of your loved ones, even above your home or vehicle. It will help a lot in so many ways. So I want to leave you all with this today. If you feel that you would like to use this little prayer, then by all means go ahead and do so. Archangel Michael, I ask that you now please sever all and any cords of attachment that are not from my highest and greatest of good. I ask that you help me to be released from any energy that binds me to any person, place, or thing. I ask that all cords be severed and banished from my soul, from all and any dimensions, times, or planes, never to return again. I now call back all of my energy that has been depleted and compromised, and may it be transmuted back to love and light. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for your help and assistance in doing so, and so it is. I want to thank you all so much for joining me today on the Divine Messages podcast, and I truly hope that this episode helps you to release yourself from any cords that are keeping you bound to another. If you would like to book a reading with me, I can be reached at www.divinemessages.ca or on Instagram at divinemessages333 or at the Divine Messages podcast. Please bear in mind that the perspectives and opinions represented in this podcast are based solely on the Divine Messages interpretations. We can in no way be held responsible for the actions of our followers.